Hello. So last time we met up with Sandal and Boden, and now I'm leaving Lothering behind me, and we are traveling. Wait, let me just show you this. It's so pretty, this highway. And it's supposed to go through all of Ferelden, and it's just amazing. The concept art for this highway is just amazing. Anyway, so we're leaving.
Got it.
Got it? The Grey Wardens were once known for the Griffin mounts on which they flew into battle. The Griffin number waned after the last blight.
Bad dreams, huh?
Wow, it seemed so real.
Well, it is real. Sort of. You see, part of being a Grey Warden is being able to hear the Darkspawn. That's what your dream was, hearing them. The Archdemon, it talks to the Horde, and we feel it just as they do. That's why we know this is really a blight.
Oh wow, so the Archdemon is that the dragon, or I'm actually going to go with why didn't Duncan just tell everyone that?
He did. He said he felt the Archdemon's presence. Everyone just assumed he was guessing. It takes a bit, but eventually you can block the dreams out. Some of the older Grey Wardens say they can understand the Archdemon a bit, but I sure can't. Anyhow, when I heard you thrashing around, I thought I should tell you. It was scary at first for me too.
Wow, so yeah. Thank you, Alistair. I appreciate it.
That's what I'm here for. To deliver unpleasant news and witty one-liners. Anyhow, you're up now, right? Let's pull up camp and get a move on.
Okay. So finally we are at camp. And I can start giving my companions gifts and talk to them. And this is what I'm gonna do now. I'm going to walk around. Oh, there's no Severin here. Maybe he's gonna come. And I'm going to arrange my bags.
Oh, why, you little...
What?
Your furry friend here took offense at me getting near his food. He snapped at me, look.
There's hardly any blood drawn. Still, he shouldn't have. It was just a warning. He could have taken a hand off. Good boy, teach that silly Alistair a lesson. Bad dog, that's not very nice. Well, he is a war dog. I'm gonna go with number 2.
Don't you think I don't know it? Sometimes I forget that he's a war dog. That'll teach me.
Okay. So I want to talk a little bit with Alistair first, because we have been traveling the road together for some time now. So I'm going to talk to Alistair and Morrigan.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
So, what can Templars do exactly?
Essentially, they're trained to fight. The Chantry would tell you that the Templars exist simply to defend. But don't let them fool you. They're an army. The other main purpose for a Templar is, of course, to hunt mages. To that end, we train in talents that drain mana and disrupt spells.
So, could others learn these talents?
Perhaps, but there usually isn't much of an opportunity. The Chantry keeps a close rein on its Templars. We are given lyrium to help develop our magical talents, you see. Which means we become addicted. And since the Chantry controls the lyrium trade with the dwarves, well, I'm sure you can put 2 and 2 together.
Oh dear. So are you addicted to this lyrium? This is a really weird thing to say. This lyrium, because I know what lyrium is since I'm a mage, but
Thankfully, no. You only start receiving lyrium once you've taken your vows. You don't need lyrium in order to learn the Templar talents. Lyrium just makes Templar's talents more effective. Or so I was told. Maybe it doesn't even do that. The Chantry usually doesn't let their Templars get away either, so they can spread their secrets. I'm a bit of an exception. Lucky me.
he sounds a bit bitter. I want to talk to him again.
What do you need?
I'd like to ask you something.
Ask away.
So how did you become a Grey Warden? So you said this Earl Eamon raised you. He hasn't told me that yet. Or if he has, I can't remember it. In this game, that is. So how did you become a Grey Warden?
Same way you did. You drink some blood, you choke on it, and pass out. You haven't forgotten already, have you?
Very funny.
I do my best. What can I say? Let's see, I was in the Chantry before. I trained for many years to become a Templar, in fact. That's where I learned most of my skills.
So you don't seem like the religious sort.
You're telling me I was banished to the kitchens to scour the pots more times than I can count. And that's a lot. I can count pretty high. The Grand Cleric didn't want to let me go. Duncan was forced to conscript me, actually, and was she ever furious when he did. I thought she was going to have us both arrested. I was lucky.
Okay, so you think this is better than being a Templar?
Oh, I suppose the Chantry life is good enough for some. Here, we have the chance to fight against the Blight. To actually do some good instead of sitting in a temple somewhere. I'll always be thankful to Duncan for recruiting me. If it hadn't been for him, you know, I wouldn't have.
Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have brought him up. He was a good man.
He was. A good man who didn't deserve his fate. That much I'm sure of. Come on, let's go. I think I'm done talking.
Okay. He's done. So, Morrigan, next. And she's actually... she doesn't really like me. She's on -3. So I need to bring her up. Probably with some gifts.
What do you wish of me?
Well, I'd like to ask you something.
If you must.
Did you grow up in the Korokari Wilds?
Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I?
No, but I'm thinking my character is really interested in her, since she is an apostate, and that fascinates him because all he's known is the circle, and he hardly remembers anything before that about his family and so on. So she's a wilder and also a mage, and he's just really into her. I mean, come on, look at how beautiful she is. Also, yeah. So you can program me anytime.
Beg pardon then while I jump for joy. What is it you asked? If I grew up in the wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay. I was heartbroken, I cannot say. You are my only...
So... something there totally glitched. In time, I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond. Never for long. Brief forays into civilized wilderness. I wonder what happened there. Something glitched. I have modded Morrigan, so Yeah, let's hope this goes well then. So, and you remained unnoticed?
For the most part. Flemeth taught me well. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for.
Okay, so, were you hurt? No. Very daring. That sounds like you. He admires her, you know?
Equal parts daring and foolhardy, perhaps. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be travelling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped, and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested.
That was quick thinking.
Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive. I played the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting?
Oh dear. Touching? Like a handshake?
To begin with, yes. What is the point of touching my hand? I find it an offensive intrusion. There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again.
Well, I'm glad it worked out this way at least.
Yes? Let's ignore the entire Darkspawn threat and the presence of a simpleton as your only other Grey Warden ally. Not that I lack appreciation for the intent of your comment. Thank you. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes?
Yes. Let's do. So she's in plus now. Morrigan. She's in +5. And I think I have some jewelry for her. And a shiny gold ring. A silver bracelet. That will do.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
And shiny gold ring. I think this is one. This one is for her.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
You are welcome. So now we are at 14. And I'm going to keep her that way. Yes. Oh no, this is the gift I wanted to give her. I'll wait with that. She's going to be so upset with me later on. So save. And am I going to talk to Sten? He's rather a big fella, isn't he? I mean, look. I'm human and he's very big. What are you doing?
Why are we stopping?
Well, you know, we're working together. I think I should get to know you. No, I'm not going to say you. Let's just get a few things straight.
There are Darkspawn to be fought. Is this delay needful?
I need to know that I can trust you at my back.
I am Kunari. I have given my word to aid you. We are not people of idle promises.
So are you right you were in that cage for weeks?
You are concerned. No need. I am fit enough to fight.
Okay. So, you said you were in the army?
As you wish.
What? Oh, I must have... I hit the wrong button. Never mind. No harm done. And Leliana. She's sleeping. She's kind of sunk into the ground.
Yes?
Like to talk?
Well, here I am.
So this vision of yours?
I knew this would come up sooner or later. I don't know how to explain, but I had a dream. In it, there was an impenetrable darkness. It was so dense, so real. And there was a noise, a terrible, ungodly noise. I stood on a peak and watched as the darkness consumed everything. And when the storm swallowed the last of the sun's light, I fell. And the darkness drew me in.
Oh dear. So you dreamed of the blight?
I suppose I did. That was what the darkness was, no? When I woke, I went to the Chantry's gardens, as I always do. But that day, the rose bush in the corner had flowered. Everyone knew that bush was dead. It was grey and twisted and gnarled, the ugliest thing you ever saw. But there it was, a single beautiful rose. It was as though the Maker stretched out his hand to say, even in the midst of this darkness, there is hope and beauty. Have faith.
Wow. Did you hear voices? Oh, and this made you want to help me?
In my dream, I fell. Or maybe I jumped. I'd do anything to stop the blight. I know that we can do it. There are so many good things in the Maker's world. How can I sit by while the blight devours everything?
Well, the blight is the Maker's punishment. Will you defy him? No, I suppose I can sit by either.
That is why you're a Grey Warden. Come, there's a blight to stop.
Alright. So I'm going to go over here and pick up some quests also.
Ah, it's good to see you, my timely rescuer. Bodon Feddick, at your service once again. I saw your camp and remember the kind offer that you made the last time we met. And is there anywhere safer for a poor merchant and his son to sleep? I think not. I'm perfectly willing to offer you a fine discount for the inconvenience of our presence. How does that sound? Good? Yes?
Yeah, you're free to stay. Just mind yourself. No. Let me see your wares, Bowden.
I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected. And with your discount.
Thank you. So, let's get rid of some things I'm not going to use right now. And... oh, I need to equip Sten. I totally forgot about that. And I want some more backpacks. Thank you. So going from 80 to 90. And that's it, right? Ember. Okay. I'm going to equip Sten. And also I'm going to talk to Levi Dryden. Sten. Kunari. Heavy chainmail. Chainmail, heavy chainmail. And you need a weapon, right? So, two-handed. Yes. And I'm going to give you a bow. And some fire arrows. There we go. Yeah. I think that's good. This one is actually quite good too. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it for like that for now. And your tactics, I want you to be aggressive. And maybe I want you to be scrapper. Oh, he's using the bow, right? No, he's not. Tactics, Dalen and Sten. There we go. Oh, your tactics aren't working, Sten. Okay, I need to set these. I'm feeling a little bit tired, so maybe, you know, I'm going to quit here so you don't have to look at this. Enemy, any attack. Oh, that will do. Because he has some really, he has some good abilities. And it's going to be hard to pick them out with just 4 slots. And as you can hear, I'm rambling, so I'm really tired. So I'm going to stop for today, so I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Please comment. I know that people watch, but nobody's commenting. So just say something, and then I'll stop nagging about comments. Okay, thank you. Bye.